here at Kewannee Lake Park. This is another lake management restoration program project, and basically what's going on with this particular park is we're removing some of the invasive exotic species that are existing within this 4-acre lake, and we'll be revegetating it with native beneficial plants. This particular project also included several trees that had to come down, the Chinese tallow in particular, that is an invasive plant and something that we don't want within our watershed. This particular project is important to us because this is actually one of the headwater areas to Lake Howell, and Lake Howell ends up draining to Lake Jesup via the Howell Creek system. So by restoring the headwaters of the watershed in this area, we're able to do some water quality uptake and treatments that'll affect downstream and ultimately back to our Lake Jesup project and into the St. Johns River. So we always look at watershed approaches to our management projects. Trees can be invasive exotic as well. They displace the native community. Instead of having some nice cypress trees or bay heads, they end up taking the entire shoreline. And those particular trees come up with a sucker that comes all the way up and down the shoreline that also prevents even the native herbaceous from coming in. So it's definitely detrimental. Some of the equipment that you can see today is, you can see this is actually one of the loaders, so when they excavate the material, they're able to transport it to land. We have the spider that's also running out here, which is clearing the tussock, allowing for some more water circulation and flow, as well as the harvester that's working on the far end, and that's working on the emergent shoreline. There's torpedo grass that's in there, all torpedo grass that's all coming out, and we will be replanting that with beneficial pickerel weed, duck potato, and canna, which is what we always recommend for anybody living lakefront. In particular with Lake Kewannee and the lilies, there wasn't funding to be able to treat those properly, and now we have that slight funding in place where we can mechanically remove them, and we'll be maintaining that with herbicides just to make sure the project is protected well into the future.